What's up, guys? I wanted to do a quick video here. I am replacing the thermal paste on my GTX 1070. This is an EVGA card. I mined a lot on this card. I also had two of them for a while running an SLI, and I gamed on them. I mined cryptocurrency. I've been hard on them. As a quick warning, this will void your warranty. So if it is still under warranty, I would probably recommend not going through this process. As you may have seen, I do have the card overclocked. I've got 350 megahertz on the memory clock and 76 on the core clock. I am using MSI Afterburner. I've had much better luck with this application than EVGAs and some of the other manufacturers. You'll only need to remove 4 screws to remove the heatsink. The one in the upper left is what will void your warranty. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and remove these 4 screws. I would recommend wearing an anti-static strap, especially if you're new to this, and in general, just be gentle. These components are delicate. If you break any clips or any mounts or anything like that, you will run into trouble. Obviously, this isn't a cheap card, so keep that in mind. You'll see here I am spending a bit of time removing that voided warranty sticker. I just kind of want to get it out of the way. I didn't fully clean it off or spend a whole lot of time on it. Again, with care here. I'm just getting the heatsink and fan assembly removed from the card, though there are still 2 connectors that need to be removed. The lower one here isn't pictured very well, but you get the point. These connectors are very hard to see. You don't have a lot of room. I spent a lot of time prying the connectors out of there with a small flathead screwdriver. I have seen these break in the past and I wanted to avoid that. So again, this takes me a little bit of time, but as soon as we get this apart, we can move on to cleaning the thermal paste off the existing surfaces. I'm going to start with step 1 of this ArtiClean kit. Step 1 is just removing the thermal compound that's already there. This board in particular seemed to have quite a bit of thermal paste on it, which is odd because the void warranty sticker was still intact, meaning that it was the factory thermal paste. You don't have to use a lot of this stuff. I was using 2 or 3 drops per surface, probably more so on the heatsink side because there's more surface area there. You will see me reapply a few times using different sections of this microfiber to make sure I pull off all of the existing thermal paste. Even though I have had this card for a couple of years, I am overall impressed with the performance of the card. It has been really stable for me, even with the punishment that I've been giving it. The reason why I'm no longer using SLI is because most games do not have the appropriate optimization to handle that and use both cards at even 75% potential. So for now, I'm going to reapply this thermal paste, wait it out to see what we can get in the future. As you can see there, you should have a very clean surface on both the heatsink and on the GPU side. The GPU side should be a mirror for the most part. What we're going to do is move on to step 2, basically repeating the process. This is going to be a little bit easier. All the thermal paste is gone. There's not any dirt or grime or anything like that. We are finally ready to apply our new thermal paste. You need very little thermal paste. As you'll see here, maybe a grain of rice, a little bit more than that here on this GPU, but that is all you need. putting these clips back in is much easier than taking them out, in my opinion. It's a lot easier for me to get them back in there, orient them correctly, press them down. You shouldn't have any problems. Alright, let's take just a second to talk about temperatures. The max benchmark that I got before the new thermal paste was installed was 77 degrees Celsius. Hopefully we see some better results here when running the benchmark afterwards. This is not scientific by any means. It's just kind of my experience with reapplying the thermal paste. I don't expect to see a huge difference. Hopefully we get some good results. You'll see I had some alignment issues getting this back in the right spot. It's because the plastic part of the heatsink assembly was not in the correct slot. It was there to the left. And I'm going to go ahead and pop these 4 screws back into the GPU now that it's finally aligned correctly and get this back into my computer. On boot, I had no issues. The fans spun, etc. There were no issues with the installation. I went ahead and fired up a benchmarking application, and it looks like we're maxing out about 5 to 6 degrees cooler than we were before. Is this worth it, do you ask? I think it is. Again, I was out of warranty, so I had no issues removing that warranty sticker, and the installation only took me about a half an hour. I went ahead and left a couple of links to the compounds that I used in the description. Again, please like, subscribe. If you have any feedback for me, let me know. Thanks. Have a great day.